In this video, I'm going to show you how young doctors in Nigeria are making serious money. And I'm going to do that for you in 4 simple steps. I think that number 4 is probably the pro tip, but you stick around and we discover that together. Before we dive in, why don't you just do me a solid and of course hit the subscribe button to really help me a lot. Alright, so let's go. Number 1, combined fair PP. Of course, PP is private practice, and the important thing here is fair and combined. I'm using fair because if you want to make money doing private practice in Nigeria, you cannot be getting jobs from anywhere, just anywhere. Two good places to get jobs I'm going to advertise. It's not paid, but I think that they are doing great works and they deserve a mention. I'm going to talk about the private group, and then of course the tending towards unionism. I'll start with that of private practice in Nigeria. You realize that in every city, almost in every state, the people who are into private practice have organized themselves to form a union. So you have this Warri Locum Group, you have Benin Locum Group, and the rest of them, okay? And what they are trying to prevent is the slavery that private practice has come to represent. If you don't get jobs that are vetted or in hospitals that have been vetted by these unions, a likely chance that you're going to get a slavery job is high. So that is one I'm going to advertise, and I'm going to show you why it is actually very impressive that they are doing this. There's a recent circular from Warri Locum Group. I'll just find it here and zoom in on it for you. And they are taking note of the fact that there has been an increase in inflation. Generally, everything is increased. You should know that. However, doctor's salary has remained stable. So you're earning the same thing that people were earning several years ago, whereas you're buying things that inflation has made to triple or even more, increased by more factors. So this is what they've done. They've reviewed the salary of doctors in Warri, and what that means is if you see less than 25 patients per day, that is category A, they expect you to be paid nothing less than 220,000, and that is for 9-hour shift, 8 to 5 p.m. monthly pay anyway. But most doctors, including you that is watching this video, probably fall in category B, 25 to 50 patients, busy hospitals or relatively fairly busy hospitals, and you're expected to get around 250. And the thing with this fair PP, as I put it, is that if you're doing the fair PP, you're not doing 24-hour cover for any hospital, you're doing shift duty and you're getting 250. Most doctors who are doing PP and making serious money are willing and available to combine two. So they are not handling one, and when they combine two, you're hitting 400-500 depending on where you're working, and some still do some covers in between, or some don't combine two full-time, just maybe one that they are covering full-time 8 to 5 for just the night, and then one that is half of such commitment. The point is that if you get a fair PP and you can combine, you will be able to make a lot within a month. But this option is not for everyone. It is for those who don't like their beds. I like my bed, so I will not take this option. But it's a great way to make money, and some of the things that will prevent you from enjoying the money you're making is what these unions are trying to prevent. I'm going to also talk about Dr. Aloy's Group, which is a very great place. You can find good jobs. They have even blacklisted hospitals you're not supposed to work in, okay? And some of these blacklisted hospitals can owe you, but another thing they can do is they promise you accommodation, and then you carry the accommodation on your head, not realizing that if you carry the accommodation on your head, you're going to carry the hospital on your head. So most hospitals providing accommodations are indirectly, without wanting to pay or specifying it, asking for 24-hour service. Sunday, Saturday, there's no exception. You have to be at work for the hospital. So if you're getting an accommodation in your job within the hospital premises, you have to be wary. Is there someone else living there, a doctor you're sharing the duty with? If you're the only one, chances are that if there are issues, you should be called at any time. You have to negotiate accordingly if you want to do that kind of job. Preferably, your accommodation can be outside the hospital facility. However, if that happens, it doesn't stop you from being called. So when a hospital offers you accommodation, you need to know the terms attached to it, the spoken and the unspoken terms attached to it. So quickly, I'm going to show you Dr. Aloy's Group. It's a big group on Telegram that every doctor should actually join. Every Nigerian doctor, I believe, should join. You cannot miss it. It has 33,000 members. That's a lot. And apart from the fact that they review salary too, and they have specific criteria for every job you advertise on the group, you will realize that they also even have specific amount of money that should be paid for things like medical outreaches. The doctors 12,500 per day, radiographers. It covers almost, not almost, all health professionals actually that are available. It covers them. And you have minimum pays for covers here. 6 a.m. like day covers, you expect to be paid minimum of 8,000 naira per hour, and if it's a night cover, minimum of 800 naira per hour. Now these are things that are not obtainable if you just get jobs from DMs, jobs that say salary is attractive or competitive. Those things don't mean anything. And if you're getting jobs from groups that don't have regard for some of these rules that some good-willed people are trying to set to help you make more money, chances are that you're going to get jobs that will be so horrible that you cannot even make ends meet. And I'm speaking from experience when I used to do PP. So you probably should consider joining Dr. Aloy's group, yes, and trying to get jobs from there, jobs that are more sensible. You also consider getting jobs from local groups that are serious at vetting who posts jobs and who doesn't. Some of these groups, if they actually post a job and you end up violating their rules, they remove the person who posts the job. They remove you immediately, and of course that's really after other group members have sprinkled fire on you. So you should get jobs from all those places. It helps a lot. But then I have to mention again that this kind of job, combining two PP, combining two fair PP to make a lot of money, is actually for those who don't like the comfort of their bed. So if you know that you like sleep like me, I think you should go for another option. So the option 2 is side hustle, non-medical. Do you want to be a tech bro? Okay, so it is actually my top recommendation. Anything tech or anything that will permit you to work remotely, and it can be anything really. You can start by learning maybe how to design. You can design anything: graphic designing, website designing, or if you are given to research like some of my friends, you can just go into research. These are things you can help people do at home during your little free time after you have done maybe your day doctor job or your night doctor job. You can stay at home and then try to code or whatever you know how to do, you do. But the point is, you really do not have to have known them, because almost any skill that can help you work remotely, you can learn the basics in months. You can learn the basics in months, and then you can start perfecting your skill on the job. So you can learn those. If you do not want to do tech, you can actually just join the affiliate marketing bandwagon and make money off other people's products. It is legal and fantastic. And I don't want to also mention Bitcoin. Everybody knows that cryptocurrency / stocks, because it is risky. If you want to do that, you better know what you're doing. But then if you want to just hold the bull by the horn, or however you want to do it, you can just start a big business, whether it is offline or online. You can start a business and give it your commitment if you have the time and the knowledge. And if the business grows, chances are that you are going to dump medicine for all of us. So these are how doctors are making money using side hustle. And these side hustles are paying if you know what you're doing. I'm going to go to number 3. And number 3 is residency. Well, so many people don't like this, and I can understand why. But the truth is that it is actually the fairest option if you're looking at, should I say, career progress per se, especially if you're thinking of migrating later. Yes, you are going to probably not like your bed, depending on the specialty you choose, just like the first guy that is combining PP. But the point is that you're going to be making a fair amount of money. You suffer a lot of heartache if you're comparing your salary with your mates who are doing a residency in other countries. But compared to other sectors in the country, you may not be at the top, but you'll be doing fairly okay, except for the expectation that is on you as a doctor. Your salary should actually be doing fairly okay, but you may not be able to sleep, again, depending on the specialty you choose. And also, you may not be able to learn beyond the specialty that you're specializing in. But that is a good thing because you're making a career progress, and someday you're going to become a big boss, wear big pants like this dude here, and then probably either be shouting on others, or if you want to migrate, it gives you better opportunity, especially if you are going to places like Saudi Arabia. Your migration is smoother and your pay is better if you have a fellowship and all of that. So those are things you have to consider if you want to stay back for a while in the country. Try residency. Number 4, pro tip: spend on Japa. This is the real meaning of you use money to get money. So people are spending a lot of money on their Japa plans through many routes. And the thing is that when it comes to Japa migration, if you don't know what Japa means, migration for doctors or for anybody really, when it comes to migration, both the poor and the rich have done it. I'm not saying they are doing it, have done it. So you actually don't have an excuse if that is what you want to do. But why this is a pro tip is that although you're spending money, you're not really making money. In 5 months, after you have been able to complete your Japa journey, in 5 months of working from other people's experience, you realize that every money you spent and all the sweat that went into your Japa journey, it will be paid off in full and you will be so happy. So if you know you want to leave the country, there is no excuse not to leave. I'm broke, I don't have money. People who are broke and don't have money have left. All you need to do is to make inquiry, ask how did they do it. On this channel, I'm going to be organizing some sessions with some people who have left through different routes. Some have gone to other countries that are not so popular, whereas some are in our popular US and UK, and there are different routes, not just PLAB. There's the master's route, there's MRCS, and there are just many routes people have used to leave. And if you ask the right questions, chances are that you're going to get the right answer. And this is going to be an investment you're making in your future. So, but if you want to stay back and you don't want to leave, there are options we've already discussed. And then when you stay back, you make sure you make decisions that will prevent you from regretting your staying back or from spending all your life complaining. That cannot be happening to you. So if this video has helped you in your pursuit of the quits, so I would like you to just do me a solid again and subscribe and probably comment any means you know that doctors are gathering these funds that I have not mentioned, so that others will learn and follow your way. So for the tech bros, if you are willing to teach somebody, I'm sure some people would like to connect and learn from you. So you can actually use this opportunity and just say, hi, I'm the tech bro here and I'm making dollars and all. So thank you again. Please subscribe to my channel. And this is just a quick video that I'm hoping is helpful for those who are still around in the country. All right, thank you and have a good one.